living in a smaller town or city, like, doesn't really push you to grow as much as it does here. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would say that it's just, like, living in a bigger city, like, kind of just forces that on you. And so it was faster here, I think, in essence, in a shorter
and Burbank is so Hollywood. I mean, it's so much of the entertainment industry is right there, and you've got like celebrities. Whenever I watch TV, I'm like, oh, that's Burbank. Oh, I know that part of Burbank. That it always seems like it's Burbank.
Really, that's so funny because I don't think most people know that. I don't think most people, like, for like people who grew up in Burbank, people I and also myself, because I did part of my growing up here. It was like, like you kind of don't stop. Why are you crazy? Sorry, my dog is going nuts. What are you doing?
Velma wants attention.
No, what's funny is not even Velma. So we have like 3 Chihuahuas, which don't really need our attention, and then we have our big girl Velma, and this one is just like all up in my business right now. She's not usually like that. She's like jumping on me and like in my face. It's actually kind of cute.
Burbank.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess I didn't Burbank. I didn't really know until I lived here, and that's funny because like I don't think most of my family would really know that a lot of things are shot there, or like a lot of things are located here. Like you wouldn't really know. Like nobody really knows of Burbank. When we lived here for the first 5 years, like people were like, "What is Burbank? Where's Burbank?" But then you say North Hollywood, and then people think it's like Hollywood, and you're like, no, it's not Hollywood. And then you say like Hollywood, and then people are like, "Oh my gosh, you live in Hollywood," and you're like, "It's not really what you think." And then you're like, "Oh, you live in LA," and then you're like, "Oh wait, no, but that's still not what you think because it's so big."
Yeah,
like there's so many different facets and like different parts and nooks and crannies of like LA. It's hard to explain.
So,
but I mean, that's funny that you knew Burbank.
But amidst all that, when did you pick up the guitar?
Probably when I was. I mean, I played piano younger, but I think I actually picked up the guitar seriously when I was like 19.
Oh.
18, 19.
Wow. Did you get boys?
Did I get boys? No, not at all, actually. That wasn't...
By picking up the guitar? You didn't...
No, I actually, like... No, not at all. Because I think I was like very in the closet about playing guitar for a while.
Oh.
I mean, obviously now like you get the occasional like take your shirt off kind of thing at like a gig or whatever, but it's not like, no.
Wait, what?
It's weird. People are weird.
Wait.
You wouldn't. It's crazy what can happen in a room full of like drunk people. Like I don't know if I can say this, but you can cut it out totally if you need to. But I actually had somebody tell me recently that he was going to masturbate to my EP when he got home. And I was like,
what?
Oh, my God.
Oh, I'm not going to cut that out because that's interesting. What? So
yeah, that was really...
but are you... Did you say you take your shirt off at the shows?
Oh, God, no. I don't take my shirt off, no, but I've had that. Like, like drunk people, like, take your shirt off.
Oh, right.
Kind of thing.
I got lost somewhere.
Oh, no.
That's like Forrest Gump when his girlfriend, Jenny, is playing nude on stage.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember that? Oh,
yep.
With the guitar. But I want to ask you this question. Because I can't play the guitar, Gabrielle. I can't.
Yeah.
I've tried, and what do you say to people like me who get all frustrated and discouraged that we can't play the guitar? Naked or with clothes on, we can't.
Well, first you should try it without clothes on. So that's
when...
No, but I think you just have to... I mean, I don't think it's for everybody, first of all, but I do think that with anything that's very difficult, it's not an easy thing. And I mean, I'll be the first one to tell you that I'm not a guitarist, if you will, but I'm working my ass off to be a guitarist. But I think you just have to stick with it, you know, like you have to stick through all, like, it's not like the piano. It hurts, you know, it's like it doesn't feel good when you're learning. Yeah, you just have to stick with it, because once you do break through that and you have like calluses on your fingers, like I've talked to a lot of people about, it gets good, you know, and then you get like a tone that you're happy with, and then it seems like it's worth it, like all that was worth it, you know. I don't know, you have to just stick with it. I think like it's like anything, like a sport, or, you know, nothing's really easy when you first start, but you just have to keep going. And like I used to tell my little brother that as well, because he would just get really discouraged really easily. Mm-hmm. And you just have to just keep going, keep pushing.
It's so like learning to play the guitar is like climbing a rope, because you get calluses on your hands.
It's such a pain in the ass. It really is. But it's like one of those things. It's like, I hate this, but I love it, and I can't not do it. So you have to just keep. If you really do like it, then you keep doing it. I mean, you know, it's one of those things.
Now I want to play the song "Freeloader."
Do it.
All right, so is there a story you can tell about this song?
Yeah, you know how my stories go. They're like, I don't really know. So Freeloader was kind of one of those. I've had some friends that are just kind of. I mean, I'm trying not to directly quote the song, but it kind of says what it means. What? I mean, it's one of those songs that just. It was a frustrated period of my life, and I just couldn't get around how people, they were just so disingenuous and just didn't really meet people to meet people, and they didn't really talk to you because they wanted to talk to you. They talked to you because they thought you could do something for them, and it wasn't something that was just like an organic conversation, just like, oh, I really like who you are and I want to get to know you. It was just kind of more of a, you know, what can you do for me? And I think that, you know, I think it's kind of one of those things. And it's like, I've hung out with my share of, like, you know, fake hippies, if you will. And they're like, you know, and peace, love, and happiness. But it's like, no, but what can you really do for me? Like, I don't have anything that I've planned, but it's like, can I latch on to whatever you're doing? And I'm all about helping people too. Like, get me wrong, I've had, you know, numerous acts that I've like tried to book with me and, you know, take along, but it's also like, I've also been by those people, you know. And so I guess that song is kind of, I guess, for them. I see.
Yeah, 'cause I can't stand fake user type people either.
You know how it goes, and it's like, why does everything have to have a purpose? Does everything have to have a meaning? No, it doesn't. We can maybe just talk and see where that goes, but yeah, that's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of where it came from. And then, you know, there are other things that go into it, but I think that's where it originated from, so I'm going to go with that. It's my final answer.
Gabrielle Graves, this song had to be written, and you wrote it. Thank you.
I did. Thank you.
All right, well, this is from your EP that is out. You can buy on SoundCloud. Mm-hmm. Gabrielle Graves Music, and be a person that is a friend of hers on Facebook. She's on Facebook, and she's on Twitter under Gab Graves, and she's also got an Instagram, too. It's Gabrielle Graves and Freeloader on Mike's Daily Podcast.
Ooh, it fades out. Very few songs these days fade out. Let's hear it for Gabrielle Graves and her song Freeloader as we go outside of the last place on earth where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley, California. Tomorrow, the finale of my Intuit interview, and we'll hear one more song from Gabrielle Graves.
And here's today's podcast picture.
So in the late 90s, I've spoken about this man before. There was a guy named Scott Stapp and a group called Creed. And I recently heard Alter Bridge, and I know they're kind of a big band, especially with Christian people in the South that want to rock. They like Alter Bridge. Whatever, more power to you. I just am not a fan of them or Creed. And I know they were so huge, and that song with Arms Wide Open still gets played. I know we play it at the radio station I work part-time for, and it's just going to be around till the day I die and beyond. But I just wonder about Scott Stapp. I mean, he was this little pudgy little guy, you know, kind of big chin, kind of a mullety type hair, right? He had the kind of short on the sides, long on the back, although it was sort of a late 90s version of that. And just how did this guy get popular? How did this band come this... They were a Christian rock band. Ooh. They're sweet and innocent, and they talk about their child that they're, are afraid is being born and brought into this world. Well, then why did you have sex then? Yeah, anyway, sorry. I just feel very George Carlin right now about the whole subject and about Creed. But that is what is being talked about in the cartoon today, where Floyd the Floorman joins me in the cartoon. That's right, Mike. And we talked to Scott Stapp, and we want to punch him in the face. Yeah. But, but in the end, we don't. Or do we? I don't know. It's a one-frame cartoon. You can draw your own conclusions. Conclusions. Whatever. See that picture now at MikesDailyPodcast.com. Or drawing is what it is, actually. It's the podcast picture. Yeah. Mike, are you almost done? I think so. Okay. Hey, I just want to say hi, y'all, to all my German friends that are wrapping up, finishing, enjoying the Oktoberfest.